Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me for a 1-hour Yin and Yoga Nidra practice. My name is Tamara Maxim. Right now I'm recording these classes live on Facebook and then uploading them to my YouTube channel. So if you haven't seen my YouTube channel, please take a look and subscribe. I have more than 85 free yoga videos for adults and kids in many different styles of yoga, and I'd love for you to check them out and share them with whoever you like. As well, I have music playlists on my Spotify account, so if you use Spotify and you like some music, check out all of my playlists there, and you can choose one for any class or to listen to anytime. Very relaxing music. And you can find me under my name, which is Tamara YVR. YVR is the airport code for Vancouver, and I live in the greater Vancouver area. So this practice will focus on helping us feel nourished. For me, it's been quite a few months of teaching yoga every single day, and I often go days at a time without maybe thinking about a way that I can treat myself to something special or take care of myself in some different way that I haven't been doing. So use this class as an opportunity to really nourish yourself, nourish your mind, your body, and your spirit in a special way. I have my sidekick Honey here, who likes to be crazy at the beginning of the class, and then she'll join you for the Shavasana and Yoga Nidra for sure. All right, let's begin this practice in a child pose. And if you have some cushions like I do, I just took them off of my couch, a big cushion, a little cushion, maybe even a couple of blocks. Have them handy for the practice, and you can add them into any pose, any way that you like. And traditional Yin Yoga, we don't use a lot of props. You let the body open naturally, and the fascia, the connective tissue around the joints, the bones, and the muscles will soften. But sometimes it's more accessible if you put some props in. So add them as needed. In a child pose, taking the knees wide, hips to heels. You can lay over a bolster if you like. Let your forehead come down and begin this child pose with your arms beside you, palms facing up. And feel the back of your body rounding. So you'll feel a spread across the shoulder blades, a spread across the mid and lower back, almost like a tortoise shell. And if you can, let your hips come down towards your heels all the way down. If that's not accessible for you, that's why you might want to lay over a bolster or put something behind your knees. Let the shoulders drape down over your thighs. Take a few moments to settle in and connect with your breath. One of the things that I love about yoga is it helps us to bring awareness to the things that we already have in our body that keep us nourished, that keep us calm, that keep us present. And the most important, two most important things, the breath and the heartbeat. So see if you can bring awareness to both of those things. Tune into them right now. Take a deep, clearing inhale breath through your nose. And as you exhale, sigh out your mouth. Let something go. Take another nourishing breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, sigh out your mouth. Let something go. And we'll open our practice here with 3 Brahmari breath, a humming bee breath, bumblebee breath, but it's a humming with the lips closed on the exhalation. So it will sound like this on the inhale through the nose. And exhale with the lips closed, that beautiful humming sound. So let's begin 3 in a row. It's that sound of the Om, so let it be really nourishing and delicious. Let it permeate your whole body and release any bits of tension or tightness that might be accumulated over the day, over the week, over the month. Take a big breath in through the nose. Keep going, 2 more. Inhale. Let your shoulders soften even more. Last one. Inhale. And this next round of breath will be for Om. Deep breath in. On the exhalation, Om. Breathe in and feel the expansiveness of your spine, the tortoise shell. Surrender and soften as you exhale. And allow your arms to slide toward the front of your mat. Extend your palms forward. Take a big breath in. Reach your fingertips as far forward as you can. And as you exhale, let the shoulders relax down. On your inhale breath, walk your hands up and over to the right side of your mat. Relax your right arm. Maybe your left hand comes on top of the right. You can interweave your fingers. Let your forehead come down as close to the floor or mat as you can. Ears between your arms, and take 5 deep breaths. And as you're breathing in, feel this expansion through the left rib cage. And as you're breathing out, feel a softening of the hips down to the left. Keep going. Last full deep breath here. Exhale. On your inhale breath, walk your hands up and over through center to the left side. Soften your left elbow. Reach your right arm more to the left. Take 5 deep breaths with your forehead down toward the mat or the floor, relaxing your hips back and down on your exhale. Feel that beautiful expansion of your right rib cage. Create more space for your heart, for your lungs. Two more deep breaths here, reaching more to the left, expand through the right. Come back through center. Let your arms extend forward, forehead down. And allow one word or phrase or image to arise for your intention for this practice. Maybe it's the word nourishment or self-care. Maybe it's the word love or health. Whatever it is that arises for you today, let that be your focal point for this practice. And if you like as well, dedicate out your practice to anyone or anywhere that you would like to, sending out some positive energy into the world around you. And slowly start to shift your hips up, slide your legs back behind you. Keep your forearms down on the mat, and we'll find a Sphinx pose. So start to pull your chest forward and up. We're creating now an arch in the back and a stretch the front of the spine. So little opposition to what we just did, and backs of the elbows, or backs of the arms pulling toward the back of your mat, and the front of your heart pulling forward and up. If this is a lot for you, you're welcome to relax your head down and maybe even place a block underneath your forehead. Take 5 deep breaths here. Keep energetically hugging the back of your arms toward the back of your mat, pressing down through the thighs and lifting through the heart. 3 more deep breaths. And if you like, you can stay in seal for a few, or in Sphinx for a few extra breaths, or go to seal. Take your hands out toward the corners of your mat, press into your hands and start to lift your chest until your arm bones are straight, and maybe even walk your hands a little bit closer to you. Take 5 breaths here, seal pose. Maybe even Let the gaze come up. And when you're ready, slowly relax down. Make a little pillow with your hands, forehead down. Bend your knees. Let your feet come up in the air to relax your back, and maybe windshield wiper your feet side to side. And then just find a little bit of stillness. Sorry, I have to let Honey out. Slowly slide your palms underneath your shoulders. Push yourself up to a tabletop position for a few rounds of cat and cow, or you can push back to downward dog and pedal out your heels. So from tabletop, the inhale, the tailbone will come up, tummy down, chest up, and as you exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Or if you're going for downward dog, spread your fingertips wide, pedal out your heels a few times. We'll take about 5 more deep breaths here. Go nice and slow. Be kind to yourself. When you're ready, lower down onto your knees. Sit back onto your shin bones. Shift your hips to the side and let your legs come out from underneath you. And you can turn to the long edge of your mat if you like. This will be a lateral dragonfly pose. So we'll extend the legs out into the sides, the top and bottom corners of your mat. You're welcome to use blocks if you like, or even a bolster or a pillow. And press your fingertips back behind you and extend your chest. So again, you feel that beautiful lengthening of the belly, lengthening of the heart, shoulders back and down. Just stay like this for a moment. Notice how this feels. And then you're welcome to lay this bolster out in front of you. I have a great big cushion, but it actually works really well, I've been noticing. You can lay a cushion if you like, and lay over top of it. We'll go for a center fold first. You can turn your gaze to one side or forehead down. You're welcome to allow your arms to release as well, palms facing up, and not only a gesture of surrender, but also receptivity. So as we clear this space in our mind, in our body, and stay open to whatever it is that we can receive, whatever it is there is to share. Give yourself 10 long deep breaths here. If you like, you can turn your head to the opposite side. Last 5 breaths. So you'll have to try to relax with Honey barking in the background. She's feeling frisky. When you're ready, come back through center and lift yourself up just enough. You can move the bolster out of the way if you like, to bring your right forearm onto your right thigh, left hand to your left hip, or maybe forearm inside of the right leg. And allow your body to turn and twist open. You might find this more comfortable if you have your forearm onto a block. Allow a rotation of the left side of the heart to be more open. If you can go deeper, feel free to go deeper. Maybe you find a bind. Maybe you can reach your top arm up and over your ear and allow yourself to be suspended here, or maybe find a full bind. Try to keep the left sitting bones rooted down. Take the amount of time it needs for the fascia around your rib cage and around your hips to release. Try not to force or pull. It's coming to your own edge. Last couple of breaths on this side. When you're ready, you'll slowly rise up. And again, take a moment in the center. Tend your fingertips behind you. Try to squeeze the shoulder blades slightly together. Lift the heart, lift the belly. The legs active, pressing out through your heels. Toes curling towards you. And then we'll take the same pose on the other side. So left forearm can be on your leg, inside of your leg, or maybe up onto a block. Right hand to your right hip as you spin the chest open. Create an expansion through the heart as you peel the right side of your heart toward the back of your mat or the space behind you. Allow whatever there is to be revealed to arise. Feel the nourishing breath. Maybe you go a little deeper if you're more open. You find maybe half bind. Your left hand around the outer edge of your left foot, or maybe the right arm reaches over and you let it be suspended there. Maybe you go for a full bind if both hands can reach your left foot. Wherever you are, let it feel soft, let it feel easeful. Allow more space to be created so you can slowly melt, slowly open. Right sitting bone rooting down toward the mat. 5 more deep breaths. When you're ready, slowly rise up. Take your fingertips back behind you. Bend your knees, pointing your knees out wide, toes out wide, and windshield wiper your knees side to side, nice and slow. Inhale through center, exhale to the side, and inhale through center, exhale to the side. Two more times each way, nice and slow. And back through center. Take a moment to bring the knees and feet together. Wrap your arms around your knees, forehead down. Let the back round and soften. Slowly roll your gaze up. We'll turn again toward the front of your mat if you've been to the side, and bring a cushion or a bolster behind you, something that you can lay over top of. This also works. You can create a T shape with your block. So one will go behind your head on any setting, and one will go between your shoulder blades on any setting, kind of a T formation, look like that. Or you can set the bolster or cushions up behind your hips. And from here, we'll lay down onto the back with your hips on the mat, finding a supported fish pose. And for myself, I like to take butterfly legs, soles of feet together, knees out wide. And if you have blocks, you might want to support yourself underneath the outer thighs with your blocks. And for the arms, let them be out to the side, palms facing up. Again, that gesture of receptivity, of openness. This is a nice long hold for this particular pose, so really enjoy the space that it creates around the heart. And come back to what it is that you set as your intention. Back to your dedication. Stay present with your breath. Slowly with time, this pose creates beautiful stretch right across the heart. As the heart is stretching open, allow some of that energy to rise up and start to circulate and spread. Send it maybe to someone that you know that needs a little extra love or caring or compassion. Allow yourself to have an abundance of these feelings. And sometimes when we're in this pose, feelings arise, maybe of loss or of grief or of hurt. And if they do arise, stay and breathe. Try not to get caught up in the story or the experience. Allow your breath to do the healing. Allow your breath to keep you present. This will give you the strength and the courage to move through the feelings rather than hold on to them and keep them inside. Continue here in supported fish. Take about 12 more deep breaths. So if you like, stay with the breath, counting the breath. Or allow the breath to become very expansive and open. And enjoy the entire experience as if it's one giant breath in and one giant breath out. Allow yourself to be here with yourself, giving yourself the nourishment that you need, the nourishment that you deserve. About 5 more deep breaths here. Taking your last couple of breaths, feel free to sigh out the mouth, allowing a release or a surrender or a letting go of anything that's not serving you in this moment. And if your knees are wide, bring them together, stepping your feet onto the mat. With as little movement as possible, roll over to one side and nudge the blocks or bolsters or cushions out from underneath you or the side, however you can, to curl up onto one side in fetal position. Taking a few soft breaths here, coming back to yourself. See if you can connect with your heartbeat here. When you were first in this position at the very beginning of your life, that was the only time that you can experience in your lifetime the sound of someone's heartbeat from the inside. So see if you can find yours here. And then when you're ready, roll yourself onto your back. Have a block handy or a cushion handy. You can lift up your hips and slide the block or cushion underneath your sacrum. Viparita Karani, reverse waterfall pose. Let the legs come up with your hips slightly elevated. Let the shoulders relax down, back of the head down. Maybe release your arms. I find this pose to be extremely nourishing and comforting. All of the blood flow from your fingers and your toes, your arms and your legs, coming back into the center of the body. Nourishing your belly, nourishing your heart, nourishing the mind. You're welcome to stay just like this. If you would like to bring this into snail pose, which is also like shoulder stand, take the block out from underneath you. Take your hips up and support your lower back and let your feet come behind you, but bend your knees a lot. And either Viparita Karani or snail pose. Let's take 10 more deep breaths. Slowly start to bend your knees, bringing your knees in towards your chest. If you have a block still under your sacrum, you can take it out by stepping your feet down and releasing the block out to the side. Give yourself a nice squeeze, knees to chest, rock side to side. And then allow the feet to come down to the mat. We'll bring the block back underneath the sacrum, this time for supported bridge. You're also welcome to use a cushion. Let the feet relax down, let your arms be beside your body. You can have the block on the lowest setting, maybe the second setting, but I wouldn't recommend the highest setting for this. Let this be easeful. Let the front of the thighs relax. Let your hips relax. Palms facing up again. Surrender, receive, and also share. Again, a beautiful, longer hold for this posture. So let it be nourishing. Let that beautiful, soft arch in the lower back create more blood flow towards your heart, more blood flow towards your brain. If at any time the block feels too much, or you would like to go a little deeper, you can either put it down one setting or take it out completely. Maybe put it up one setting if you want a deeper back bend. Wherever you find yourself, stay connected to your breath. Stay connected to your own intention. Every time you exhale, let that be an opportunity to release and let go and surrender. Whatever it is that's not guiding you and keeping you and anchoring you into this moment. Maybe if you haven't raised the block or bolster or cushion up, higher setting, you can try that. The last half of the pose. If you find yourself getting carried away with your thoughts, maybe to something in the future or the past, take a deep breath. That nourishing deep breath is exactly what you need to bring yourself back. The breath is continuous. The heartbeat is continuous. It's not until we bring awareness to it that we are here in this moment. Have about 20 more breaths here. Last 5 deep breaths in supported bridge. Feel free to sigh out your mouth, surrendering and letting go. Last few. Last full deep breath in. Sigh to release. Pressing down into your feet. You have something underneath your sacrum. Lift it out. Sigh. And again, take your time to move into that fetal position. Roll to either side that feels good to you. Reminding yourself the heartbeat. Come back to your own heartbeat. Can't quite feel it, place a hand over your heart. Or by the left side of your neck. When you're ready, use your top hand to push yourself up to your seat. And we'll take caterpillar pose, which is a seated forward fold. So if you're finding a bit of tension in your back these days or the back of your legs, you can sit up onto a block, and this will help to tilt the pelvis more forward. Try to be right on the edge of the block or the cushion. Take an inhale breath, reach your arms up long. Reach to the sky, maybe look up, feel the side body lengthening. And as you exhale, fold forward. Wherever you are, lengthen halfway. Pull the heart forward and up, very similar to Sphinx pose. And then as you exhale, let the forehead surrender down. If you like, you can also use a block underneath your forehead or a cushion. You can lay it right over top of a cushion, or even place something behind your knees if you need. So adjust as needed. It's also nice to have the palms facing up again, staying connected to this feeling of receptivity, of openness to whatever comes our way as we create space and let go. Also an opportunity to share any extra abundance of energy that you have. Try some different variations to see how it feels.
What I find most beautiful about this posture is there's a rounding of the back side of the heart, the back side representing our past, and this extra stretch of the back of the body forces some of that energy up to the surface, and you can let it dissipate and move away. So in a sense, you're moving away from any past experiences that have affected your heart. So maybe it's something that you have felt hurt about, or something you felt jealous about, or something that you're grieving, some kind of loss. And let that release through the back body as you round here. Take your last 5 deep breaths here. Enjoy the fold. Enjoy the release from the back of your heart. Last deep breath in. Sigh out your mouth. Slowly start to release, rolling yourself up. You can release any props that you used. Cross your ankles. Come forward onto your hands and knees. Extend into a child pose. Bend your elbows, bring your palms together to touch, and let your thumbs come to the nape of your neck as you bend your elbows. And take your knees wide if you like. Variation of Anahatasana, melting heart. And continue to breathe 10 deep breaths. Try to walk your elbows more forward, pull the hips back. Last 4 or 5 deep breaths. You can release your arms if you like, and maybe even bring them back beside your body where we started. When you're complete with your breaths, roll yourself up. We'll come back down onto our seat and make our way down onto our back, and set yourself up for relaxing Yoga Nidra and Shavasana. You might want to place a cushion or a big bolster I have underneath your thighs. Let your arms relax. Maybe put something behind your head that's soft, and maybe even cover yourself with a blanket. And tonight our Yoga Nidra will focus on the 7 chakras that we have in yoga, from the tailbone all the way up through the crown. So I'll be bringing your awareness to those areas, and you can allow them to relax and feel that nourishment of all of the chakras in alignment, all of the chakras open, and keeping that energy flowing up and down the spine. So get yourself comfortable. We'll take a few deep breaths. Inhaling through the nose, sigh out the mouth. Let your eyes close down if you're comfortable with that. Another deep breath in. Sigh out the mouth. Another full breath in. And again, sigh out the mouth. And now, keeping your lips closed, we'll breathe in and out through the nose. And if you feel at any time you need to release with a sigh, feel free to do that. On your next inhale breath, take a breath in and feel the breath traveling all the way from your tailbone right up to the crown of the head, and let a little sparkle of white light be released through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, drop the energy right down again all the way to the tailbone, Muladhara Chakra. And let your energy circulate around Muladhara Chakra. And as you breathe here, relax. Relax your tailbone. Relax the area around your seat. Your Muladhara Chakra is connected to your adrenal glands in the lower back. Let your adrenal glands relax. Let your stress response be far away and stay in this response of relaxation, of resting, of digesting. Take another deep breath in and bring the breath all the way up to the crown of the head, and this time a brighter light coming out through the crown of the head, a little sprinkle of white light around you. As you exhale, let the energy come all the way back down and pause around your sacrum, Svadhisthana Chakra. This is the area of creativity, of creation, of sexuality, sensuality. This chakra is associated with your sexual organs. Let them relax. Let your sacrum relax. Let yourself soften completely. Take a breath in and let the breath rise all the way up to the crown of the head. And this time a cascade of light, let it be brighter and open as it comes down around you. And as you exhale, let the breath drop into Manipura Chakra, the space just above your belly button, your power center. Take a deep breath in, a full breath out, and this chakra associated with your pancreas, with regulating your blood sugar levels, your energy levels. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Your next inhale breath, draw the breath up again through the crown chakra all the way out, and this time a glowing light, and let it hover above you. Let it dissipate slowly like a big cloud out to the sides, and let it fill up the space around you. And as you exhale, drop the energy right to the center of your heart, Anahata Chakra. Place of love and compassion, self-care, nourishing your own self here with your breath. Associated with the thymus gland, connected to our immunity, connected to our wellness and our health. Take a full breath in, and as you exhale, relax and soften into this space of love and light. Take another breath in through the crown of the head, and this time experience a beautiful glow of white light, like a flash, and then glow all the way around you, your entire body
surrounded in this aura of beautiful white light. And as you exhale, let the breath settle right at the base of your throat, the Chakra chakra, connected to your voice, connected to yourself through your expression in words and in thoughts and in feelings. Pituitary gland. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. And on your inhale breath, let the breath rise again. And as you exhale, let the breath settle right between your eyes. Let this space of intuition and knowing expand with awareness. Feel that beautiful aura of white light continuing to spread and rise around you in all directions like a ripple, a wave out into the universe. Keep this beautiful glow of white light. And in the throat, I meant to say the thyroid gland, but now we connect to the pituitary gland. Take a deep breath in. And this time, as you rise the breath to the crown of the head, see your entire body like a crystal vessel glowing in this beautiful white light. Let that aura have taken over completely this entire vessel that we call our body. Breathe in deeply. Let your endocrine system, from your adrenal glands rising all the way up to the thalamus and the hypothalamus, right around the third eye space, completely relax. And as you exhale, feel your body softening from the third eye, through the throat, through the heart, through the belly, through the sacrum, all the way to your tailbone, completely soften and open. And now on your next breath in, lift all of it up. Lift all of the breath up and feel the energy rising right to the crown of your head, and let yourself surrender and become this beautiful being of white light. You are the light. You are completely nourished by the light. You surrender to the light. You are filled with light. Allow yourself to stay in a state of deep relaxation, of balance, of peace, of nourishment for as long as you can. Finding this state of shavasana, the state of surrender. Let a beautiful energy arise through the crown chakra, Sahasrara. Send that as your dedication for this practice, as your intention for this practice, out into the world around you. Beautiful energy that you've created. Let it arise. Allowing the pineal gland at the peak of our endocrine system responsible for our stress response, to be completely relaxed. Space between your eyes is relaxed. Space between your ears is relaxed. Space between your neck is relaxed. All the way down. Now close this practice with a chant for peace. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I hope you feel at peace. I hope the world feels at peace. Let peace begin with you. Feel free to join or just listen. A full deep clearing breath in. A full deep clearing breath out. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May you feel open and free. Bring this yoga practice into the world around you, improving your ability to nourish yourself and all those in your life. A wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for joining me. Relax, nourish, and be at peace. Namaste.